This is the guided practice for 6.6. We're talking about the distributive property. Something gets shared over everything. Distribute it equally. Let's look at number 1. It says to find 9 times 8 and 2/3. And we got to do it mentally. I'm going to do part of it mentally, and then I'm going to show you something other than that. So what I like to do with something like this is I know I got 9, and then I have 2 parts here. I have 8 and 2/3. So I'm going to do 9 times 8, and I'm going to do 9 times 2/3. The 9 times 8 is easy. That's 72. And I got to add it to 9 times 2/3. So if I do 9 times 2/3, I make that into a 1. Then it's 18 over 3. 18 divided by 3 is going to be 6. So 2/3 of 9 is 6. Alright, so it's 72 plus 6, which the answer is 78. So much easier than trying to go 9 times 8 and 2/3. You do 9 times this part and 9 times this part. It's distributed. Okay? Let's look over here. We're going to use the distributive property to rewrite these. You do 3 times that, you keep the addition, and then 3 times this. 3 gets distributed equally over everything in the parentheses. So 3 times x is going to be 3x, and 3 plus 3 times 1 is 3. So I've used the distributive property to rewrite that. Let's go over to 2. This 5 is going to be multiplied to this, and it's going to be multiplied to that. So 5 times x is 5x, plus 5 times 8 is 40. Okay. Let's keep going. We'll distribute this 4, and when it's like this right next to it, it means that you're multiplying this 4 to everything in the parentheses. So 4 times x is 4x, plus 4 times 6 is 24. Okay. Factor each expression. Okay, now factoring. What we want to do here is we need to go back into our memories, something GCF, greatest common factor. Okay, so let me get the factors for 60 and the factors for 25. 1 and 25. 2 no, 3 no, 4 no, 5. Okay, so the only factors for 25 are 1, 5, and 25. I'm thinking 25 is not going to go into 60, and I know 5 is a common factor. It's got to be 5. Okay, so the greatest common factor of these two numbers is 5. So what I do is I put 5 out here, and then it's going to be times 5 times what gets me 25? Well, 5. Plus 5 times what gets me to 60? 12. So let's see if this works. Okay, I'm going to erase some of this. There we go. Now, 25 plus 60 is 85. Now, let's see if this works here. If I go 5 plus 12, 17 times 5 is 85. That's 17 times 5, 85. Exactly the same. So I found the greatest common factor. To factor each expression, you find the greatest common factor, that goes outside, and then you figure out what times it gets you to this number here. Okay, it's a little confusing. Let's do another one. Okay, 4 and 40. I'm going to take 4 and do my factors. 1 and 4, 2. Okay, those are my 3 factors. I got to find the greatest one of both. Is 4 a factor of 40? Yep, so 4 it is. I put 4 like that. And it would be x plus 10. So let's see, using the distributive property, 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times 10 is 40, which is exactly what we have over here. I just took a part of it out. Instead of distributing it, I factored it out. Okay. Let's look at number 7. 6 friends are going to the state fair. The cost of one admission is $9.50, and the cost of one ride on a Ferris wheel is $1.50. Write 2 equivalent expressions to find the total cost. Okay, so we have 6 people going, and they're each gonna pay $9.50 plus $1.50. This $9.50 is the admission. This is a ride. So that would be the cost of one person right here. But I have 6, so it's going to be 6 times that one person. The other way I could do it is I have 6 people costing $9.50 plus 6 people costing, that's a multiply, $1.50. Okay, let's see if they get us the same total. So I'm going to come over back to this one. $9.50 plus $1.50 is $11. Bring my 6 times. Okay. 6 times 11 is $66. Now let's do this one. Let's do 6 times $9.50. That gets me $57. And let's do 6 times $1.50. And that gets me $9. And when I add those together, it gets me $66. So I gave 2 ways to figure out the total cost of 6 friends going to the fair and getting in and doing a ride. Okay? Go ahead and try the independent practice, and let me know if you have any questions.